Okay.
So, Mira, thank you for joining me today, for taking your time a Saturday morning, and to answer a few questions, because I wanted us to discuss about that and to share that with eventually some people thinking of changing things in their life, or thinking of maybe taking the program that we have done together. So, first of all, thank you for being here
Thank you,
today.
Christelle.
And I know you are very busy because you have a new job. So, but I would like us to go back 6 months earlier. So for 6 months we met. We had a Zoom call, and maybe you can share with the people who you are, and what was your situation 6 months ago.
Okay. I'm living in France since 10 years. Originally, I'm from Lithuania. So, yes, I think I really like to work. And my goal in the life, it was to do a good career, to achieve a lot of things in my career. And yes, to be this power woman who can handle everything by herself, and doing everything perfectly, of course. So yes, and I had a good work in the good company, and I thought, yes, okay, if I'm doing a lot of things, I will achieve even more. I can grow and grow up in the company. So I worked, I think, 6 years without really stop, days, all the days, evening, weekends. So yes, and I think maybe I was focused really only on my work. So it's I think it's really my fault, because I never saw maybe as other things in my life can bring me joy in my life. So yes, so it's difficult to explain, but I really was focused because it was my goal. Yes, my goal. I need to work, I need to grow up, I need to achieve more in my career. So I tried to do everything, and I wanted to do it quickly.
Okay. So strongly, quickly, big impact, growing fast, like really ambitious powerhouse, power women. So it's what you delivered, right? So it's what you have done during 6 years. You came as well in a new country, new language, everything new by yourself, and just like putting all the courage, the work capability that you had in order to grow and to achieve what you wanted to achieve. And it worked until like 6 months ago or 7 months ago.
Yes, and it was not even 6 months ago. I think it was like it's slow in slow movements. I think it was like more than 1 year. I was in burnout, but I didn't understand it. Because we don't want to understand in the beginning. We are trying to say, oh, I'm tired. Yes, there are a lot of things to do. Well, I'm not feeling good at the moment, but it's okay, it's normal, it will pass. And yes, and now I cannot stop because I have the new project, I need to do a lot of things, and you have the feeling, oh, I'm very important at work. So I really, I need to be here even if I'm not feeling good. So it was, I think it was a long way for me to understand that, okay, it's not very good. But because I think the personalities we have, the people who had a burnout, it's a little bit the same, because we're trying to push too much and we say, no, it will not happen to me. It happens to everybody, but not me. I'm so strong.
I agree. I have seen that so often, like really, like even big friends of mine and telling me like, oh, I just have done a burnout. And burnout, it's not only feeling weak 2 weeks and having no motivation and no energy for 2 weeks. It's really stronger than that. It's at some point your body tells you no, even if your mind wants to continue to push. And I have seen so strong women and men, but I am more around women, strong women being in burnout, not being able to function anymore. And I was the first being like, oh my God, but this lady is so strong and so straight, and she is able to say no, yes, and so on. But still, at some point, so she went into this burnt out, this overachievement. And I agree with you. So usually it's like strong people, overachiever, just wanting to push and to achieve. And then there is some things in the life that make them push too much, and that something break. So in your case, what happened? So what made you stop? What made you think, oh, that's over, I need to change something?
It's my health, because I had a lot of problems, and I went to the doctors every time, and you do all the analysis, everything. There are nothing, but you're not feeling good, really not. And it's your health that's saying you stop, I cannot do it anymore. And once I went to the doctors with another problem, and then I started to cry, and I say, oh, I don't know what happened. And these doctors who helped me say, okay, maybe we need to talk, because if not, you will not say yourself, yes, I'm coming to see you because I think I have a burnout.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so you went to the doctor. The doctor decided to stop you for a month, something like
Yes.
that. And at that moment, so you accepted the fact that you had to stop. And
Not in the beginning, because firstly, I say, okay, maybe I need some help, so I got a treatment, and then I say, okay, maybe I will continue 1 week. We will see how I'm feeling, because I have some projects to finalize. Really, maybe it will be okay. And then I worked, and 2 weeks after, I come back to the doctor, say, okay, now I'm ready. I think it's too much.
That's definitely one sign. So indeed, so many people, they get stopped once. So the doctor says stay at home, and they don't want, or they try to come back as quickly as possible. And then a few days, a few weeks, maybe a month later, then they have to stop even longer. That's definitely one sign. So if you are listening to us, if you kind of recognize yourself in this pattern, I think it's so obvious. And I mean, I have done the same. It took me years as well before really and understanding, okay, I really need to change now, because if I don't do that now, it's going to be, there is this kind of urgency, it's going to be too late, or I cannot continue this way. It's just not possible anymore. There is this kind of moment where, okay, now it's the change, the moment. I can't continue this way. If I continue this way, I ruin my health, I ruin my job, I ruin my family, I would, whatever it is, but it's going to be the non-return point. And so we kind of came in contact together at that moment, right?
Yes. It's in reality 1 month. So I had 1 month. I was at home. I tried to go. To do some things to getting better and better. But in reality, I thought, okay, I don't know why it happened. So it will not help me just to stay at home and to have a rest. I need to understand why it happened. And as it was a way also to accept, because in the beginning it was like a shame for me. I cannot talk about it. 1 month, it's for burnout. It's not acceptable. And why? I don't have anything special in my life to have a burnout, for example. So it was a shame in the beginning. So 1 month, it took me just to accept, I think, not to getting better. And then we talked with you. It was my first day return first the second day returning to work. And why I contacted you, because I understood that I will not find the solution, and I don't know what I need to do now, and I know that I will not find by myself. It wasn't impossible. It was so difficult, everything in your mind, and you don't understand what it happened, what I need to do. It's like you had your direction in your life, you had this control to your life, and now you say, okay, I don't have any more my direction. I don't know how to control. I don't have control my life anymore. So it's like you're lost in this world. Say, but what I can to do, because I need to move. I need just to find which direction I need to take. So yes. So so I was in this point when I called you, and when we had our Zoom.
First Zoom call. So tell us, so you were at that moment, so you felt completely lost in your life, and you had this sensation that you couldn't find the solution by yourself. It was too blurry, too confusing, and we had our first session together. What made you think, okay, the work together could help you? Why did you decide to work with me?
Yes, it's I don't know how to explain, but so I had a chance because a friend of mine sent your contact, because she told me, I know someone wonderful who are really a good coach, and I think maybe you need it at the moment. Try to call her. So really, it's like me, because it was a chance in my life. Say yes, maybe I need, because I understood that I need the help. So, and then okay, we can talk, and I will feel if you are the person I need in my life, and if you can help me, because I also work with the feeling, with this energy. If I feel the good way the person, I know that I can open myself to you. If not, it's not not gonna work at all. So yes, and I said okay, I will. I didn't even read something on website before we'll call. So okay, we will see why they call, if it's worth it, and what you're proposing. Because in the beginning, say okay, but in my situation, what can you do for me? It was a little bit flu.
Yeah, I love what you say. So, and exactly why we do this one first call is really to look at if the energy flows between you and me and you. It really goes in both directions. For me, I really need these calls to be sure that I can help, and to be sure that we can work together. I think, so the big question usually, and it's how can I find the right coach for me? And sure, it's nice to have certifications in a website and stuff like that. However, no certification can really help you if you don't feel the connection with the coach, and if you have the impression that you cannot really open up, then you cannot really work deeply. And for burnout, or for this feeling that maybe I need to change things in my life, it's really important to have these connections. And that's why usually I say just call, and we look at what is the best solution for you. And sometimes the best solution, I am not the best solution. Sometimes I am, sometimes not. So I like the fact that you decided to trust yourself, and to trust the process. Maybe it's, so that means that the first thing is like, okay, I understand that I'm not doing good. I understand that I need help. It's going to be too complicated for me to find solution alone, or it's going to take too much time, and I don't have that now. And I'm okay to trust the process, and just to try it, and to see if I have the right feeling or not. So that has been your first 3 actions, let's say. And so, okay, what was the process? We have worked 6 months together. So what are your takeaway? So what did you learn in this process? What how do you feel now? So that would be my questions.
Firstly, I need to say that I'm not very open person. I don't like to speak about my personal life.
Okay.
So you created a safe space, if I can say it, when I felt really confident to explain my problems and to follow your coaching this 6 months. And I think the first thing that the first part of the coaching was really memorable for me because there were a lot of exercises and really to try to find my values and what I truly wanted in my life beyond the work or my responsibilities, but just to say, okay, what I wanted, what in my life. So it was like, okay, I never thought about it. It's crazy. It seems so simple, but in reality, it was the most difficult part because I worked a lot. I thought just about it, and then I said, okay, maybe there are other things that can provide me joy and happiness. And yes, so it was a lot of work to understand and understood it with you, what my values, what I want in this life. So after that, it's getting more easy to understand. Okay, now I understood better, so I want to continue in this way and respect. Yes, and respect my life values that I found with you. Yes, and really um, def- um, really to
Define. Mhm.
define, yes, the things that provide me a joy, and it's in reality it wasn't my work at all. So and in trying to change my routine with the things that I like and provide me all this happiness, and it's not so easy. And and it helped me a lot to find again my joy in this life, to uh, to say that okay, I want to continue in this life and I want to move and to find this positive energy. So yes, it was my best part in this
Okay.
coaching, and it was most difficult and most helpful for me.
Can remember how quick you have been. Oh my God, she's so quick. um, you know that so many of us, we define ourselves with our jobs, with our job title. And then when we lose our job or when we see that we cannot perform anymore in our job, we have the impression that we lose our identity. And the idea of the beginning of the coaching is really like to define our identity through different ways, but not define our identity through our success or through our title, or but just through the person that we are, like our values and what we love doing and our talents and just the person that we are. So that's the beginning of the program indeed, and that gives energy. That gives so much energy, and then we are ready to do the next step, which might be a next job, a next project, a next business, whatever it is, or not. So some of us, that's enough. We stay where we are. I understand now, and I can change so many things in the situation that I am in. So many people at the beginning of the program want to change career, and then they believe that no, I'm fine. I don't want to change anymore. Which is interesting and is not a failure of the program. It's exactly what the program should be. It's not to push you in a direction, but really to define what you want really. So in your case, what happened? Are you still in the same job? Do you do another job?
In reality, I'm in the same company
Yeah.
because I really like my companies, and I didn't want to change. And they proposed me a new position that I accepted, and I started. So it's a good challenge, and it made me really happy. And moreover, I started another project, my personal project. I have some ideas, so I will work on it. So yes, it's I changed my life because it's crazy, but because of my burnout, I started the new position in the same company because I like this company, and I also have new projects that and it helps me a lot because every day sometimes even it's a little bit hard to say, oh no, think about your future projects, and my routine is different. I understood that work too much is not every time efficient, and it's not what they ask me. So I have my personal things, my activities, and have my work, my personal life. So yes, I think I finally created a little bit a good routine that suits me.
Perfect. So how do you feel today? What is how do you feel your energy? How do you feel about yourself, about your life? How is it for you today?
Um, I'm re- I'm feeling happy, and I told this morning I'm really feeling tired, but it's so nice. It's I like feeling busy. It's really my thing. I need to be busy to be happy also. And now I'm tired, but it's so nice. I'm tired because I have a lot of projects. I'm tired because I had a nice job and I have a lot of activities. On the weekend, I have a lot of activities, not not at work at all. So yes, I feel happy. I think every day, it's also I need to work to continue to have this routine and to continue on this way, because sometimes it can be a little bit more difficult, but really to think, now I know how to, I have all this, how to say, I have everything, I know how to handle it if sometimes I have the difficult moments. So so I know how to do it now, and yes, it can be difficult, and then I'm so positive, and yes, and I have people who help me every day, so I'm not staying lonely with my problems. And yes, to change everything. So you have, yes, it's life. It's like playing games sometimes. Yes, it's difficult, but it's truly funny. And I think I found this fun part in my life that was missed since a lot of years.
Yeah, I like that. So it's like you feel excited because you have this new job. You see, so I mean, starting a new job is always the same. It's a lot of work, a lot of pressure, a lot of things. But when you have this excitement, you feel the fulfillment, and you are a person liking to be in movement all the time. And what I like, so you find the fun part again, and then you find process as well, in order to watch yourself and to be sure that you don't go back in the old version of yourself. Because I agree with you, it's not always easy to I think there is a book saying something like, it's not always comfortable to be happy. And I think it's exactly that. So it's a lot of work to stay happy. It's like a relationship. So people having a really nice relationship. So usually they really work hard on it. There is difficult moment where they really have to put energy in order for this relationship to grow. And I believe it is exactly the same with our happiness. That we have to put effort to watch, to look, to train it. And then now you know how to do. You have the processes, you have your routines, you watch your routines, you have the people, you have the right people around, and then you know how to look at the signal when you go back. And then you know, okay, that's the thing that I need to do in order to go back on track, in order to go to my to my happiness, and then you decided you love your job, you have this new job and you're happy about it, but still you have this side project that you are starting to look at and to grow, so you have the future. If you look back at like 6 months ago, what was you said your feeling at this moment was confusion, health problems, not much energy. I can remember once, so you went back to work and you could see your energy during the week. It was really like week time going down. Okay, we really have to do something about that. If you wouldn't have, because it's a cost, right? So it's an energy cost to take the program. It's a lot of work. You said that it's a money cost. It's a time cost. What do you think would have been the cost if you wouldn't have taken the program?
Maybe I could say it in a different way. When I was so I understood when I were in my burnout, I understood if I will not invest in my health, in my to help me with this situation, I will not be able to continue to work. I will be unhappy because you have a lot of problems with your family. So you will not be happy for the months and months. And yes, you will not gain the money. So your health, happiness, and even you will not gain the money. So for me, sometimes you need to invest to getting better, to then find a new solution and you will gain this money again very quickly when you're ready, when you're happy, and yes, when you have too much, you have the ideas after. And it's in relative. In the beginning, I had this question, yes, do I need to do this? But now I am really sure about it. Sometimes you need to invest also in the good coaching, and like yours, it was perfect for me, and I really don't regret it. I never regret it. No, but really, and just to precise, it was my first coaching in my life. So in the beginning, it's difficult to take a decision. But yes, it's all your expertise, your experience, and really your listening and your adaptability, I think, to each person, because it was with me. You understood. Sometimes I explain you the things, and you found a solution. To summarize it, it's okay, so maybe we need to go there. And as it was perfect because I was really lost. So yes, invest if you think that you prefer to keep money and don't be happy in the bad health and don't be able to have new projects. It's a choice of everyone. But yes, but my choice was in the life that to be happy and to find again this motivation to live and yes, to enjoy every day. So it was my choice. I'm really happy with this.
Yes, I understand what you mean. So it's really like when you feel stuck at that moment, and I really had the same feeling. Like I had the feeling that I was losing everything, and this shame feeling, like feeling really so lonely, and then thinking that, okay, if I stay there, for me it was really like my relationship with my husband, so like the communication relationship with my husband was difficult. I found that my relationship with my children, they were little, but still my communication was not that good anymore because I was under stress all the time and just in a fog. And when you are there, it's just not possible to find solution anymore. So, and the cost of not trying to do this kind of coaching is that you can be stuck there for a very long period of time. And it can have so many costs, like losing your job or staying at home for a while, and then so many people at that moment have a problem with the relationship at home, and then losing their marriage and so on. So that's, for me, it was as well, and the happiness. It was a huge cost that I didn't want to take anymore. And indeed, I agree with you that when you get the energy back, then the idea, and then you get a clear mind, then the idea can pour into your brain, and then you can find ways to get the money back. Or you just, in the program, there is one way to negotiate things, and then to try to negotiate then your next salary, because I have seen that so many of us, we just don't negotiate that the right way, and it's like just a pity. So I agree with you. So there is different ways to get there. What I find really interesting is that because of my burnout, thank my burnout, I am there now. And I don't know if you remember at the beginning of our coaching, maybe after 2 weeks, I told you, maybe at one point you will say, thank my burnout, I made that. And you were like, I don't think so, but you just said it, and it's not the first time that you say it, which is great, which is really cool. Okay, so if you want to give one advice to a person being in the situation that you have been 6 months ago, what kind of advice would you like to give to this person, independently to the work that we have done together? It can be that, it can be something else. So the first thing that you would suggest this person is looking at this video and say, oh yes, I feel this fog, this being stuck, being ashamed, alone, and having the impression that I have like a big wall in front of me, I don't know where to go. Or what is the first thing you would like to say to this person?
There are a lot of things, but in the beginning, it's really think about yourself. And sometimes we are doing things because we have the feeling that someone asked us to do this. Like at work, nobody asked me to do so much. It was my choice. But in my mind, it was, yes, it's my responsibility, I need. But in reality, we need the people who are happy at work, who have the personal interests, and know someone who is so tired. And yes, so I think sometimes we create this in our head that we need to do this, but in reality, just think about everything you are doing today. Maybe it was your choice, and directly it was your choice to do all these things. And maybe you can do less. It's not because you cannot manage, but just you need to think about yourself and your happiness. And what I learned with Christelle's coaching, it's that sometimes when you follow your values, what you want to do in your life, when you're in good health, when you're happy, you will even more be appreciated at your work, because your energy attract people, the good project, and yes, so they see it. So I think, yes, first just to look after everything and try to create, try to think how you can create a new routine for you, but just thinking about you, not your family, and not your
You
work,
first.
not your responsibility, just you. So yes, I think.
Yeah, so it's really like looking at your day. So the first advice you would like to give is like, look at your day, try to put a little bit of what you want, a little bit of fun, a little bit of care for yourself, because before thinking about all the things that you have to do, just try to look at yourself, to care, and then it's going to raise your energy. And if you do that a little bit longer, then at some point you will like vibrate at the right energy, and then people are going to come to you just because of this positive energy. I agree. It's not always easy. That's why I'm here. I mean, it's not always easy. Some of us, we kind of somehow find, but when we are really in burnout or in depression, it's so difficult to find this one thing that can please us, that can give us the energy. And we need to invest more energy in order to get that, and we don't have energy anyway. So it's really not easy. It seems easy for people that are not in this, at this point, but it's not always easy. Okay, so do you want to share one last thing to the people that would like that are looking to this video? One more thought, sentence,
Yes,
thing you would like to
maybe.
share?
Because I had it. Sometimes we think if we are strong, we can handle it by ourselves without asking help. But now I understood that the real strong people, they're asking for help. It's a real big difference, because we will never achieve anything in our life being alone. So yes, I think the last thought.
Just what you said, that give me goosebumps. So I so agree with you. It was so difficult for me to understand that too. And another client just told me the same. Just amazing. So I thought I could do that by myself. And this person is a coach, and she has done already coaching, but we always are the same. So I thought I could do that by myself, but I decided to come to you, and we have like these 2 or 3 coaching sessions. It's just amazing. I never could have done that by myself the way we have done that together, and it's so worth it. So yeah, that's what she said. I was like, but she knows me, she knows my process, she knows coaching, she knows everything, but she's still so impressed about the process. So even if for people that I have done already coaching, like some of us, we think, I have done that once, it's enough. I already invested in myself. I think there is no end, to be honest. I think that we always have like moments where it's the right time to reinvest in ourselves, and moments where it's the right time to maybe do things. So there is like periods, and there is so many people or clients coming to me having like this moment, like doing things by themselves. They don't need me anymore. And then years later, they come back because they have started their project, their own company, and they would like to have like some help on that, or because of some other moment of our life. So as you said, there is ups and there is downs. And then it's always nice to have one person we can reflect, and we can share things, and openly. I agree. Okay, thank you very much. So I hope that this case study help you to, the people looking at us right now, help you to understand how I work. So I agree with you, Mira. So one of my strengths is really like to, it's not about sessions together, it's really about a journey together. So we spent 6 months together. I told you, so the last 2 weeks we had less contact, but you have been so present in my mind all the time. So I was like, oh my God, I'm hoping everything is fine. New job and new position. You are creating your new position, which is another step. So it's not about the program, like the coaching session is not about the exercises, it's more about trying to find the best way for you to be as successful and as happy as possible, as quickly as possible. And I'm so glad to see you, how you are looking today, like with big smile. It's so nice. And you have been an inspiration for all of us. So definitely. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Christelle. In reality, I'm really happy that I found your contact and that we did this coaching together, because it's really changed my life. And now I can say it. Well, to 6 months, I can say it worth it. And yes, it was really good experience. And now really feeling so happy. And and now I'm ready to create my new life.
Yeah,
And
and to have
it's
this,
wonderful.
and to have this ripple effect, because I know that your project and your new position is going to have ripple effect on the people around you, which is just a great gift. I love to see that happening. So through our work together, then you have this, you are going to have this big effect on people, which is great. So thank you very much for being with me today. And I'm going to stop the recording and see you all at some point, maybe in a call. So you can have a call with me and look at, are you a good fit for the coaching with me or not? We never know. We don't know
Christelle,
yet.
try it.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.